Hi, you sexy biscuits, and welcome back into King's Bounty 2. Oh, I'm excited. This is the first patch notes video I've done in about a year. Oh, the good old days of Kingdom Come Deliverance doing patch note videos. Oddly, one of my most favourite series. But today we're talking about King's Bounty 2. And I'm going to be honest, this patch hasn't actually come out yet, although it is planned to be coming out very soon. And this is fixing a lot of the issues I personally have with the game, as well as the community. So let's get right down to what we can expect coming to PC very soon and on consoles a little bit later. The speed of all three main character movements on Horse 2 will increase. This was one of the biggest issues that reviewers I noticed had with King's Bounty 2. Your character has two speeds, walking and slightly faster walking, and the horse doesn't really have a sprint button at all. You basically go one speed inside of town and then you speed up a little bit when you're outside of town. But of course, as it says, this will increase. Now, I really kind of hope they add some form of gallop button to the horse. I think that would be bloody awesome. But yeah, this will fix one of the biggest issues that reviewers had with the game. Personally, I quite like walking through towns and taking everything in because this world is incredibly detailed. Next up, you will be able to perform certain actions on a horse without dismounting, and this includes trading items, opening chests, and much more. So this game didn't allow you to do that originally, and how it would work is you'd have to get off the horse every single time. Now this wasn't too bad. The only thing I had issue with was when you got back on the horse, it took about a second for the horse to activate. So you'd get back on, sit on it, push forward, and nothing would happen. And then about a second later, the horse would go, "Oh, yes, right, forward we go." So yeah, this is a fantastic improvement that really should have been in the game from the beginning, to be honest. But now you will be able to interact with things. I don't know how you're going to be able to open chests from on top of the horse. You're going to have to lean right down to be able to open it up. I don't know how that's going to work animation-wise, but I think that's bloody awesome. Quick save and quick load. This is something that I wanted in the game, and unfortunately wasn't. You can't just hit F5 or F9 to load a save. No, you have to go into the menu, you have to save manually. Now I will say the game has a fantastic autosave system that saves before every battle. Now if you're like me and everyone dies, it's fantastic because you can just go, "That didn't happen," and reload your save. But having a quick save feature is going to be brilliant. More goals in the royal lands. Yeah, it turns out the royals aren't as rich as they said they were, but now they'll have a little bit more money in the bank. And that of course will help with trading and stuff like that. Final twist of the story campaign fix. Now I haven't got to the end of the game, and now I'm intrigued. There's a twist at the end? Oh, okay, that's exciting. Some changes in balance and minor bugs. Personally, I didn't run into too many bugs in the game. The only bug that I ever ran into, quite literally, was getting stuck on the environment. So how the game works is you can't just jump off, let's say, a hill or walk down a hill. There's kind of invisible walls around ledges and that kind of thing. And unfortunately, your character would start to go down and then get stuck after the game realized, no, you can't go down there. So I'm hoping that's one of the things that's been fixed. So that is the stuff that is going to be focused on mainly here. But it does give us an insight into future patches. I wish more devs did this. I think this is bloody brilliant. At least it gives us an idea of what they're working on. We plan to add new difficulty levels, customized controller settings, the ability to speed up animations in battle, general UI and UX improvements, and game optimization on all platforms. Hopefully the Nintendo Switch. The Nintendo Switch port of this game has some serious frame rate issues, although I will say the game is incredibly massive, and I'm surprised it works as well as it does to begin with. A photo mode. Yes, I've been asking for a photo mode since day one, actually minus like 20 because I had the game a bit early. Photo mode in this game needs to be a thing. Honestly, when you get to the main city after the prologue, that town is beautiful. I love the design of that town, and I really wanted to go around taking pictures, but couldn't. The only way to get around it on PC is using the Unreal Engine and kind of tweaking that to be able to get a free camera going around. that's not the best. I wouldn't recommend it. At least now we actually know there is a photo mode coming. Now, I did ask for this, and I'm hoping I helped push this a little bit forward. I really do want this. This is something that I think every game nowadays should have. I've spent the last 5 or 6 hours in the Marvel Avengers game taking pictures because that game is beautiful. Honestly, when a game looks great, you want to take pictures, you want to keep those, and it's such a fantastic feature that games are now starting to implement more. A separate in-game tab with all notes, books, etc., and much more. 1C, you're doing great right now. I really like that you're listening to the community. You are pushing for this game to be the best that it can be, and I can't wait to see what comes next. And hopefully that first patch will be out soon. Now, there is no date, unfortunately, for this. The news about this came out yesterday, so I have no idea when this is going to be released, but hopefully soon. I want to hear what you guys think and what you guys want in King's Bounty 2. What different fixes and things would you like to be added into the game? I want to give a massive thank you to Prime Matter and Coach Media for getting me the game early. I think that was incredible of you, and I've really enjoyed my time with it. And we did about 8 hours on this game in live streams, so I highly recommend checking out the channel, and you can go and watch those. That is my first impressions of the game. I had a ton of fun going through that, and there's a lot of content on the channel if you want to see King's Bounty 2. Anyway, I'll be back to update you when this gets released. A big thank you goes out, of course, to my patrons who allow me to eat every day. I love each and every single one of you. Thank you very much for watching, but until next time, that's me out. Bye, guys.